The RNG event in Pet Simulator has probably been one of the most hated events ever. When it started all good and everybody was getting a ton of Titanics and Huges, there was no problem. However, the developers have went ahead and done a move that has literally upset the entire community of this game. And I mean, I'm assuming you're watching this because you're also upset. Trust me, I am too. When the update first came out, you could hatch for one of these 4 Huges: the huge mechatronic robot, abyssal jellyfish, corrupt butterfly, and the temporal owl. And the butterfly would be the rarest one. And you would think all of this is super rare, but when the update came out, it was actually so easy to get. As you might have seen my previous videos, I managed to get all of these. Like, look at this. I got 4 of these rainbow shiny huge corrupt butterflies. This is the best variant of a pet you can get in the game, and now it is 1 in 2 billion, which I want to discuss that nerf. As you can see in my inventory, there's actually 4 of them, and over 3,000 of these exist in the game. And that is because when the update came out, if you went ahead and actually rolled, and hold on, give me a second, I need to roll to like the last bonus roll, you would get this multiplier. For me, I have a 6 times bonus roll, so it's really good. And then what you would basically do is go to your inventory, pop a dice, like let's say I want to use this dice and this one, and then you use your mega lucky dice, the best dice in the game, and when you would click roll, you would basically be guaranteed a huge pet almost. But that time I didn't get it because there was a nerf. This nerf literally came like 2 days ago, and it has upset the community so much because there is already so many of these pets in the game. Like, I mean, look at my inventory, dude. I have like 4 of these, and by the way, not to mention, I hatched all of these myself. Every single one of these pets that you see in my inventory, I did manage to hatch by myself, and I kind of did not take a lot of Robux, I would say. The way I would be able to get this currency is from the Forever Pack. Basically, if you actually bought the Forever Pack, you could get the dices. Now, I don't know why I'm doing it for you guys right now, because I should not be doing this. But for example, you get a bunch of lucky dices, you get a lightning storm, more lucky dices, rainbow mini chests, and as you can see, you can get some crazy rewards. Like, I'm actually gonna go and buy this too. You get 10 mega lucky dices, and you can even get 100, bro. I don't know if I can get it to pop up, but that would be crazy. And that lets you create like over 33 dices. And as you can see, exclusive cosmic egg, more eggs, mini chest, and you can get even more dices. Basically, to say the least, it was definitely very pay to win received by a lot of players in the community, because a normal player actually did not have enough time inside of the dice merchant to go ahead and constantly buy these over and over again with an auto clicker before they nerfed it. Literally, the next morning, after everybody had gotten enough dices, they decided to completely nerf it. But honestly, that is not the real issue. I think regardless if you're free to play or not, you understand that there needed to be a massive nerf inside of this update, because if you take a look at this, there's already over 10,000 of these Huges, and a lot of them were hatched like right as the update came out. And there's actually more variant Huges such as rainbow shinies and golden shinies than there is normal ones. So it obviously does not make sense for the rainbow shinies to be worth so little, and that is why there was a massive change. Now, like for example, let's say like I think I have corrupt butterflies, right? I should have a normal version. Okay, look, I don't even have a normal version corrupt butterfly just because of how easy it was to get the rainbows and shinies. I do have a rainbow shiny version of this though. You can see that a normal version is 1 in 30 million, which honestly is still a good chance. And I'll explain why it's good, because 1 in 30 million isn't too bad right now. And if I actually go to a rainbow shiny now, this thing is a lot more rare. It's 1 in 1.75 billion, which now officially makes sense. However, the problem is the developers did not update the game until an entire day later. And so now the problem is there is almost 10,000 rainbow shinies, and for the normal versions, there's only 35,000. Like, the gap isn't big enough. Usually when a rainbow shiny exists of a certain pet that has like 30,000 in existence, it's like a 1,000 of these in existence at max. And right now there's over 10,000 of them. But to put it into perspective, because people still think like huges are really hard to get, and I do have to say they're not. So like this update is still the best update for getting huges. You may obviously not be able to get variants because they did make them a lot harder, and I will agree that is going to be very hard to get. However, I think that I can actually go ahead, pull a huge pet with these 33 mega lucky dices. And by the way, I got these dices overnight. Like all I did was play the game. I did not buy it with Robux or nothing. All these 10,000 dices you see in my inventory, they were all grinded overnight. No Robux went into them other than the ones that I just bought. But where is the thing? Okay, yeah, we need the mega dice. So let's go and activate it on the bonus roll and let's roll. Let's see. Can we get a huge? And okay, we got a 1 in 4 million. Obviously, that is not a huge bet, so we're gonna keep going. But I opened 40 earlier on before I tested this for a video because I always wanted to see how easy it was. And I managed to get 3 huges, which I think are really good because, like, dude, 3 huge bets over 9 hours of grinding is very good. And I could definitely make a lot more dices, but I don't want to do it yet because I need to comment on that. And oh my god, we got an atomic surge. But there is a specific reason why I've not crafted my dices, and I'll tell you in a second. Look, we got a sinister, bro. 1 in 6 million. A huge pet's like 1 in 30 million. So I really do think we're gonna get it, but it's going to be hard. Obviously, a lot harder than before. By now, I've gotten like 10 huge pets or something. I don't know. And I know you've been looking at my inventory at these 3 rainbow shiny Titanics, or 1 rainbow shiny Titanic, 1 golden shiny, and a normal shiny. And don't worry, I have an explanation for all of this. All right, here we go. Let's roll again, please. Huge. Okay, 1 in 5 million. That's not too bad. The good thing is, since they did increase like the odds or nerf the odds, you actually gain a lot more RNG coins now. The RNG coins you gain is the exact number of the chances. So I think we've gotten a lot, honestly, already. And here we go. Let's try it again. Come on, give me some good luck. And okay, we got a radiant. Lunar eclipse. Another lunar eclipse, but this one is shiny. And usually when I'm actually rolling, I'm always buying these dices here so that I can convert them. You guys should be doing this 24/7, by the way. Like, set a macro to where you're buying all of these at once. It's definitely needed if you want to get good stuff, especially like the better dices, because you're not going to really be able to get a huge unless you have the best dice. Let's go try it. Come on, please. Oh my gosh. What is this, dude? As you can tell, I mean, it's obviously been nerfed. Like in my previous videos, if you haven't watched them, by the way, you definitely should. I went on a crazy streak of even getting huges back to back. That's how broken it was. And I'm so surprised they did not nerf it a lot earlier, which I think is by far the biggest problem. The developers did not even nerf it, bro. And there we go. We got a 1 in 5 million. Oh my god. But they thought it would be a great idea not to nerf this and leave it in for a day so that all the pay-to-win players can spend their money and then the free-to-play players get nothing. And look, bro, we got another sinister, bro. So we're getting good stuff. I mean, in terms of stuff that we need for RNG coins. The only thing that is definitely very hard to get are huge pets, and I definitely recommend, if you are going for them, max out your RNG upgrades, bro. You need it. I promise this makes such a big difference. The most important ones that you need to max out are the RNG bonus luck and the RNG huge luck. They make such a big difference. Here we go. Come on, please. Oh my god, more lunar eclipses. But we are almost out. I have 10 more mega lucky dice 2s. And then after that, I run out of them. So let's see. Can we get it? Oh no. I'm pretty sure for normal huges, they used to actually be like 1 in 20 mil. This guy right here used to be 1 in 20 mil. Now he's 1 in 30 mil. So the difference isn't too crazy for the normal huges, but the rarer ones, they definitely made a big change. And yeah, I mean, there's obviously a noticeable difference for sure. But if you do look at the chat 24/7, guys, you'll be able to see like people are hatching some really good stuff, man. And this chat is constantly like going down. All right, come on, bro. That's enough solars. You know what? I'm equipping the rainbow shiny Titanic. We need this luck. I don't think it actually makes my luck better, but we're just going to equip it because this is a very rare thing. All right, come on, bro. Give me something good. Let's see. Oh, my God. Another solar. Dude, I see so many huges going through while I'm rolling, but like we never land on any of them. Come on, I am about to run out, bro. Let's see, how many more do I have? I literally only have 2 more of these to go through. Come on. Please give me some good luck, game. And oh my god. And you might think this is really bad, but I'm about to actually show you something that the developers are going to be making a change very soon that I think is going to be very good for the economy. So come on, let's see. Oh my god, another lunar eclipse. But the developers have already went ahead and stated that they are going to be adding another buff, basically making it a lot easier to get the Titanic, the huges, and everything else. Somebody right here, totally not Nemo, asked unrelated, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, could get odds get boosted just a little bit, whatever that means. And he's basically asking for the odds to like be boosted because the nerf was too high and there needs to be some balancing. And David actually went ahead and replied, it's sort of a tough balance. We're adding more ways to get better luck next time or next update, which is Saturday, and we don't want it to be easy ahead of time. And I basically said that it was honestly nicer if the tough balance was done the day of the update, and that there's already a ton of every variant of the Titanic, huge, etc. I definitely think the huges should be fairly easy to get, while the variants of them should be harder. And right now, I think the way it is, it's good. And when they do implement things like that give you better luck, I think it might just be perfect. It really does depend on, though, how they execute the next update, because I think it should definitely be a little bit easier to get, like, some of the versions of pets. Especially because, like, dude, you already messed up. There is 10,000 corrupt rainbow shiny butterflies. This was supposed to be, like, the hardest thing to get inside of this update, and it's really not. Like, if you actually take a look here at my huges and stuff, you will notice I have more variants than anything else. I have more rainbow shinies and golden shinies than I have of any other version of the pets inside of my inventory right now. And same goes for the Titanics. I think the chances for these guys is currently good. And right now, I mean, dude, literally 2 of these rainbow shiny Titanic arcane cats got hatched overnight. And this was after the nerf. So I still think this is a very, very good chance of getting. But I don't know if the developers are going to nerf it more or what. The normal version of the Titanic, though, should be easier. But I mean, there's already 78 shinies, which has never been seen before. And there is 45 golden shinies. With the changes, though, it obviously did make the normal version a lot easier to get. Or, well, not easier to get. It's still harder to get. But it's a lot more common to see the normal one getting added into the game. And as you can see, yeah, it's 160 in existence. The other variants are still going up. Like, for example, a golden, 75 of these. This is as many exist count as a hippo melon already. And it's only been like 2 days, bro. So a rainbow one has 53 in existence. A rainbow shiny is 22. And a golden shiny is 45. Like, how is a golden shiny the same exist count as almost a rainbow? I hope you guys get what I mean. What I'm basically trying to say is the chances are a little bit too good of getting the variants. Now, though, after the recent patch, it's obviously been nerfed down a lot, and I think it's going to accommodate for a lot better updates. Hopefully, the developers never mess up this bad again, because this update was originally intended to be free to play. And I mean, another issue with it is obviously this forever pack and how it offers you lucky dices for buying it. And bro, right now it resets in 6 hours. So when this thing resets, I am going to be able to break it again. And just by taking a look at this leaderboard, you will actually, like, if you scroll a little bit, you'll notice a lot of these people are either developers or they're very rich. This was also a lot more visible before the nerf, because the only people who had good stuff back then were pay-to-win players. I totally was not one of them, you know. But since this new update is obviously going to be adding more ways to get it, what I recommend you guys do right now is honestly don't spend any of your dices. It may or may not be the strat, but what I'm going to basically do is hold on to every single dice I get from now on. I'm not even going to roll once. And hopefully by next weekend, we should be able to get a lot more Titanics and stuff inside of the game. I actually think it would be a lot better of an idea if they didn't like keep adding on to this Titanic as well as like all of these huges, because there's so many of them, and instead actually made new variants for all of these things. Because after all, I think it's the developers' fault by a big distance, and how they didn't even fix it like an entire 24 hours into the update. But in the meantime, go ahead, try to max out your RNG bonus luck and your RNG huge luck. If you don't have these maxed out, definitely keep using your dices, bro, because those are going to be some very important upgrades. The RNG egg luck upgrade actually does not change your chances of getting the huge or the Titanic as far as I'm aware, so you don't need this one. The only reason I haven't maxed out is because, I mean, bro, I have 200 million RNG coins, and after this recent nerf of the chances, it's actually a lot easier to get RNG coins, so definitely invest into it. But if you enjoyed this video, watch this video on the screen. It's one of my best videos yet, and I promise you will enjoy it. I think it's a very good video. I handpicked it for you. It's one of my favorites, so go ahead, click it fast because this video is about to end. Goodbye. Hurry up, click it.